that, let me talk more positively about what this campaign is all about. What is happening here in the Jane Finch area is a process called gentrification, and that is happening. It's already commenced. Infrastructure was developed in this community here with the building of subways that now go from downtown to uptown in Vaughan city center. In addition to that, we've had a stadium built in the backyard here of a Jane Finch community, actually in the Jane Finch. It's a $50 million stadium, athletic stadium built at York University. We have Blackfield Community Farms. We have a light rail transit or subway that will be going along Finch over to the new Woodbine Center that will become a new city in its own right, with the Lottery Corporation establishing a major business tourism enterprise over in that location in our West End. With the Seal and the Jane Finch corridor area, and at Keele Street, the Finch West Station, that's a subway station that will provide rapid transit all the way across Finch Avenue over to the western side of our new GTA. I see a development project that will happen right at the corner of Jane and Finch intersection, with the two major malls being the anchors of those developments. I've been in this Yorkgate Mall for 20 years. The first community organization to come into this mall. So I opened the door for all the other community organizations to come into this mall. There's my plan called the Jane Finch Economic Community Initiative. There's a plan I put out some 6 years ago, before the Pan Am Games and the torch relay came here to the Jane Finch area. I was the one that organized the torch relay process here with a welcoming committee called the Jane Finch Pan Am Games Host Committee. I formed that committee, brought it together. I was instrumental in ensuring that it worked towards ensuring that we in Jane Finch will be properly represented as a community when the Pan Am Games came here. And that was a very successful event that I did. Apart from that, I spent many, many hours building legacies of all kinds within Toronto community housing. You name it, I've done it in Toronto community housing. I've established a major program at 30 Driftwood Court, where I was given $100,000 in developmental change that came to the maintenance building that Mr. Peruzza had taken away from me after I'd been there for about 3 or 4 years. And that building has now been given to the Boys and Girls Club. That is a building that I established, designed and built. That has to be made very clear. I started a major sewing training program there, and a sewing factory, and a hairdressing shop on Driftwood Court, at 30 Driftwood Court. So I'm saying those things to say that there's nothing new that I'm doing with what I'm doing. In the 25 years I've been coming into the Jane Finch, I have not been paid in money for coming here. I come here, I pay my way here. Over the York Woods Gate Plaza, where we've been for the previous previous 5 years that I've been in this community, and the next 19, 20 years that I've been at the Yorkgate Mall. Our work has always been the same, helping residents in this area with matters to do with court-related situations, family problems, children's aid taking away their children, the schools expelling them and suspended them. These are things that I've done. I'm the one who's been leading the way into the prisons outside of Dudley Laws and Bev. There's no one else that has made a greater commitment to our inmates, and I've been involved with the reintegration of them into the community. So this opportunity here now affords me the chance to go into City Hall and to ensure that the gentrification process does not remove Jane Finchers, people who have sacrificed, lived with negativity over these years. I want to ensure that these very people stay here and continue to enjoy being here, and affordable housing is something that I am going to be I'm going to be making my greatest effort to ensure that those who live in Toronto community housing don't get turfed out, and those that live in private whether it's condominium developments or whether it's affordable rental housing like Toronto Community Housing Corporation. I'm going to make sure that those places don't get revitalized and renovated and torn down and those people are kicked out. My plan will guarantee that all developers who come into this area will honor and respect the opportunity for them to be able to live, to continue to live here and to enjoy the benefits of being here.